And we're here, we're now with Group E of the Diecast Wars. 4 groups have passed, 4 remain, 8 slots available, and the competition's only going to heat up more. As always, I'm your host, Rob Allen, and I am in charge of the Diecast Wars, where I pit innocent people up against each other, purely for my own amusement. And of course yours. Let's take a look at the 4 people that are going to be going head to head in today's group. I think this one's going to be a bit of a hard one for our challengers today. So it's Glenn Harding in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. This car is crazy quick. It won a previous tournament in our previous incarnation of this channel, but as I keep saying, we've had a reset, so it doesn't actually mean anything. Mark Edgerton in the Kia Stinger GT. Mark has since retired from the Diecast creation, is that what we call it? He's no longer making his YouTube channel, but M&M Racing League is very much still alive in our hearts. Carl Goodjohn in the Lotus Esprit, more commonly known as Sharky, the CEO of Vulcan Raceway, and the last ever champion of Wallside Racing. He's got that, and he's always going to have it, so it's going to be something to brag about. And finally, the rookie, Rachel Gladders from England in the Nissan 350Z. Quick car, it's one car that I've always wanted to see go down the track but never ever got round to doing. Racing for Liquid Lab Racing, Corey Pinky's team. Good to see that at least one of his teammates actually made it through. So Rachel's going to be going up first against Carl in the rookie versus an ex-champ. This is going to be interesting. Well, bit of word from down in the garage is that Carl wasn't really feeling too confident about this competition. He doesn't know if his Lotus has still got what it takes, but I'll tell you what though, so long as he keeps doing what he's doing there, he's fine. Rachel flips her car on turn 1 and Carl crosses the line. Brilliantly outmaneuvered. It's a shame because, let's face it, when you get drawn in a group with 2 champions, your heart kind of does sink a little. Mark Edgerton did well on the channel back in the day as well, to be fair. So Rachel's really got her work cut out. If she does somehow make it out of the group, she's really got some bragging rights. And Carl showing how it's done. It's 2-0, so Rachel now can only bring it as a draw. Sharky will be looking for that immediate win. Get off to a good start. And then move on to leg 3. Both drivers patiently awaiting the gate to drop, and away we go. And look at that, Carl with a good jump. Rachel's rolled it, and it's going to be 3 points on the board straight away for Sharky. Brilliantly done, brilliantly outmaneuvered, and it's why Sharky is an ex-champion on this channel, looking to start the new incarnation of his career on this YouTube channel off right, and he's going to be going for that win. Rachel, tummy tickle alert, tummy up in the air, but can Sharky go for a clean sweep in round 1? And he's away, he's over the jump, lands perfectly around the corner, and he's going to bring it back. It's a clean sweep in the first round. Perfect amount, that's maximum amount of points he can earn so far. 4-0, so 7 points going on the ranking system later on. The second half of round 1 is Mark Edgerton versus Glenn Harding. Like I said, 2 very, very experienced diecast drivers in this community going head to head. This is a really, really close group, to be fair. 3 out of 4 big names. Rachel's really got her work cut out. I think that's Mark Edgerton that has gone over. Yeah, of course it is. There's Glenn Harding crossing the line. Like I said, Mark has retired from M&M Racing League. If anyone was lucky enough to watch it, it was a really, really good channel. Mark, I don't know if you're ever going to come back to diecast racing. You've got rid of all this. If you are watching, of course. But hopefully, maybe one day, we'll see you back on my screen. Glenn Harding, though, whiffing it, and it now puts Mark in an awful position. He's got to get this and the next one to get those 3 points. So no pressure there, but Glenn apparently has the inside lane advantage. Well, and away we go. Both drivers over the jump, and Mark with the overtake. Beautifully done. It's 1-1. So there's no such thing as an inside lane advantage. Oh, apologies there, it was a bit speedy. So don't do anything about it now. When I get to the voiceover stage, that's it. That's nothing more I can do. Otherwise I've got to go back and cut and clip it in. But Glenn Harding with the overtake from the outside lane on Mark Edgerton. Look at this, beautifully done. Mark gets his wheel stuck and does roll his car. It's a shame. 2-1 to Glenn Harding, and Glenn will not be having a rest as for the first race of round 2, it's Glenn Harding versus Rachel Bladders. Are we still waiting for an English representative? I've slept since I did preview, so I can't remember. I'll find out. Anyway, over the jump for Glenn Harding. What really happened there? Let's take a look at the replay, shall we? Over the jump for both drivers. Glenn spins his car with a nice 360. But unfortunately, it puts Rachel off her line, and Glenn's lost his momentum. 0-0 going into leg 2. Remember, every leg really does count. I know we've not really had it come down to legs before yet, but Rachel stalling the car and flips the car, and Glenn doing a sweet drift, but keeps it at 0-0. What's Glenn's tactic in this race? To win 1-0? 2-0? Answer on the postcard or in the comment section below. Anyway, Glenn sits alone at the gate, over the jump, around the corner, and he makes it 1-0. Now, Rachel's still got a chance to get a point on the board here. All she's got to do is cross the line first on the next leg. It ends 1-1. Glenn kind of was showing off a little bit during that race, I should say. You can tell that all my stuff is scripted, can't you? Anyway, as we go over the jump and Glenn's out in front, Rachel's trying to get round, but Glenn makes it too easy. It's 2-0 and 3 points on the board for Glenn. Look at this. Meow. Random sound effects there just to make it sound a bit cool. Anyway, second half of round 2. It's Carl Goodjohn versus Mark Edgerton. Like I said, Sharky is, well, like I said, he said to me that he didn't know if he was going to be actually up for the task in this tournament. But that Lotus has shown no signs of slowing down. It's 1-0. Look at this, lands perfectly around the corner with some serious speed down the Par Ferme track. Away we go. 1-0 to Sharky, and he sits alone because Mark Edgerton rolls his car. This is great stuff. Over the jump and far away, and away he goes. Look at that. 2-0. Keep it up, Sharky. That's all we've got to say. If you're wondering why I'm not doing it as hard at the moment, my Jonathan Pearson fashion is what a lot of people have noticed as. Currently fighting a chest infection at the time of recording the next couple of episodes. So it's just normal commentary voice until it clears away, unfortunately. Prime example there, there's the cough. You will have noticed in previous videos I was coughing as well. That was the start of it. It's now confirmed as of the time I've got a chest infection. But the show must go on. That is the main thing. Over the jump, Mark Edgerton rolls his car again. Sharky gets his wheel stuck, and I'm afraid it's going to end there. But Sharky walking away with 3 points. It's a shame for Mark, to be fair. It's the Kia. I do like that Kia, but maybe at some point that Kia is going to have its day. But at the moment, it belongs to Sharky. So as it stands, it is Carl and Glenn in the top 2 positions, and then it is Mark, and then it is the rookie Rachel sitting in last. Rachel and Mark will now go up against each other. I believe both of these drivers at this point, there is no way for either of them to get through. I'm pretty certain on this. It will come down to a group playoff in a moment. Anyway, but these points really do count because obviously it does improve the ranking and their seeding in the next system. Look at that, Rachel getting some speed there, seriously at the end. Around the corner, picks up that speed boost, and away she goes. Beautifully done, Rachel, well done. And because of that, Mark Edgerton rolled his car, so Rachel will go down the track by herself. Every point really does count at this stage in the competition. It will improve your ranking on the system, and it will boost their seeding, because the 32 drivers in this tournament that made it into the group stage, they will come back in the second Worlds as our top 32 seed. Remember, 128 spots are available in the next Worlds. So if you're watching and going, you know what, I fancy a piece of this, how do I get a car involved? Well, head over to the Facebook page. The comment, not in the comments, it is in the description below the link to our Facebook page. Head over there, join the group, find the file with all the cars. As long as that car has got a name on it, you can be appearing on our channel. We're prioritising people from around the world at the moment. So, what are you waiting for? Once this video's over, click on that link and get yourself over there. I mean, I'd do it, but I'm already in there. It's my channel. Anyway, Rachel going to be picking up 3 points here. Doesn't matter, she's got a wheel stuck. She's done all she needed to do. Mark Edgerton not having a good day at the office, but neither is Rachel. But for a rookie to still come third, it's quite impressive. Anyway, this is the match we're waiting for, the Battle of the Titans. It's Carl versus Glenn. The one person that Sharky said he was worried about going up against was Glenn Harding, and they've met in the group stages. Over the jump, Carl falling behind, Glenn Harding's going to take it 1-0. Both of these cars, both ex-champions of Wallside, which was our previous channel, both going at it in the Diecast Arena Raceway. If anyone could think of a decent name for our track, please let us know. I mean, Sharky's come up with our new team name, so we're going to leave it open to comments below. Let us know what you'd want to see it for that. It's still 1-0 to Glenn Harding. Both drivers do come to a stop. But let us know. Oh, but Glenn Harding's on his roof. It didn't look like he was on his roof. Look at that. So Carl's going to go down the track by himself. A prime opportunity to bring this back to 1-1. And away we go. We're just waiting for Gates to drop. Focus, Shark. Focus. Over the jump. Around the corner. And he's bringing it down the straight. It's 1-1. It all comes down to the final leg, of course. Who's going to go away as group winner? Who's going to go away as group runner-up? Remember, these two have potentially got the potential to meet each other again later on. But it won't be into the series final if both of these drivers get all the way through. And look at that, Sharky. Oh, he crippled under a bit of pressure there, I think. Or I think he's playing it strategically. Because remember, 2 different routes to the final. I think he wanted to go through and runner-up. But like I said, both going through. And a representative from England definitely going through, confirmed. But Glenn Harding and Carl Goodjohn are the Group E winners today. Like I said, 2 very big names going through. That confirmation. Glenn Harding with the clean sweep, beating all his opponents, then Carl Goodjohn, then Rachel Bladders and Mark Edgerton, unfortunately picking up on the spin. So Matthew Harding, Daniel Herman, Paul Spink, Eric Z, Benny Carlson, Bob Stoner, Jim D, Asa Jarvis also representing England going through to the quarterfinals in the first half, and then it is Glenn Harding and Carl Goodjohn heading through as well. Just 6 spots remain in the series quarterfinals. Who else is going to go through? There's still a lot of talent to turn up, to be fair. But unfortunately, that is all we've got time for today. Just those are the channels that I like to recommend. Like I said earlier, if you want to be in the Diecast Wars, and you really want to be in the Diecast Wars, find the comment for our Facebook page. It's in the description of this video. Head on over. Like I said, apologies, I'm not on my A game today. Like I said, battle with chest infection. So these next couple of episodes, it's not going to be as but I'll see you in the next one because I hope you still come back.